All right, so the $1 Million Day, how was it done? What did the logistics look like? What did I physically do? I did another video on my mindset behind the $1 Million Day, but what did I physically do? Like what did the setup look like? How did I do my virtual event? What did it actually look like? Well, what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna flip this iPhone around and I'm gonna walk you through the house and I'm gonna show you exactly how I set it up. So let's go. Okay, first coffee. Hey, Imelda. All right, so this right here is the dining room, okay? And what I did here was this normally looks pretty decent. And it normally looks like a real dining room. But because of quarantine and COVID and all that, we had to do it from the house. And so I had to like move everything around. So I have my iMac here. So basically what I did was I put a camera here. I hooked it up to my laptop here so that I could feed, or not my laptop, my iMac, so I could feed the video in. And I had all my notes for the event printed out all messy like and laid there. Had my 8-figure reward up there just so there was some nice stuff back there. Hung up some of these lights. This took forever and it was so unnecessary, but I wanted it to look good. But I just, added some accent right there so that it looks nice. And then right here, I had my whiteboard. It's actually a flip chart. It's back at the office now. See, there's one of the pages. But basically, I stood here and we went live on Zoom to everybody that was in my Digital Millionaire Coaching Program. They were already in the program. And I went live, so the camera's here. The feed is here. I can see people in the chat and all that. I had my buddy Joe be the MC for the event. So he would like call out questions to me, bring people on, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And that was pretty much it. And then I just taught from right here, looking at the camera, speaking to people in here, taught for 2 days. And at the end of the 2 days, I made my pitch for my mastermind, which is $30,000, or it was $30,000 when I sold out of it. We've increased the price now. And we sold 34 spots. And I made $1 million in a day during a pandemic, sitting right on this stool from my makeshift studio in my dining room at home on a Zoom call. And so that's a behind the scenes look at how I did it. That's like the technical, I guess you could say, of how it was done. But I mean, guys, normally people do this from stage. They do it from stage on a big stage in front of a lot of people. And, they might make a couple, I mean, if you really think about it, if you get, a couple hundred people in a room and you give a killer presentation for 2 days and you help people and it makes sense. And then you say, hey, I have an offer for a, whatever it is, and we're going to help you work with you closer. You're going to sell stuff as long as you put the time and the effort into learning how to speak, learning how to sell, getting the education you need. I've joined multiple masterminds and multiple programs to help me in all various aspects of my business: customer service, speaking, sales, marketing, everything. And that's why I've gotten, as good as I have at this game. So the thing about it is you have to continuously invest in yourself and learn the skills required. That's just the way it is. And so that's what allowed me to do the $1 Million Day. Oh, and for those that asked how many people were on the live, it was about 160 people, And yes, they already had purchased my coaching program. So they already had made an investment, and now they wanted to get closer access to me and to my mastermind. And that's why they purchased. Plus we threw in an amazing bonus that really just threw it through the charts. Just to give you a quick summary, I have a coaching program called Digital Millionaire Coaching. We have about 600 people in it, and we created an event, and we sold tickets to it for about $300, I think it was. And it was a special 2-day live event only for those people. We had about 160 of those people purchase tickets and come on the 2-day event. And I taught some awesome stuff. And at the end of it, I made an offer for my mastermind, which cost $30,000, and 34 people bought. That's $1,020,000. So that's that's like how it all happened, that number was created. So listen, if you guys want to learn more about how to get started, because listen, you know, if you think I'm making a video on YouTube about how to make $1 million in a day, I'm not, because it took me years to get my level to this level, to get to this level where I can sell $1 million from a Zoom call in a day. But I will tell you this. If I had a manual, if I could write myself a manual on how to get to this level faster and go back in time and hand myself that manual so I could do it way faster with less mistakes, this is the manual I would give myself. And this is my book, Digital Millionaire Secrets, How I Built an 8-Figure Business Selling My Knowledge Online. This right here is literally the manual I would give myself. If you would like to get a hold of this manual, then I'll leave a link in the description. The book is free. You just pay shipping and handling, okay? But this is a 2-hour read. It's very, very easy to read. You know, it's not gonna take a long time for you to, you know, 2.5 hours, you can read this book. And it even includes my 30 days to $100,000 blueprint, how I made 100 grand in my first 30 days as a total beginner. Okay, so there is money in being a beginner. If you read this book, it will help you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you like videos like this, see you guys soon.